Hello, I'm Alexandra, head of the Lion Alliance. The Lion Alliance is a growing partnership of 20 schools from across Coventry and Warwickshire, including now Kenilworth and Rugby. We have both primary and secondary partners, as well as schools from the independent and the state sector. We pride ourselves on this diversity of our alliance, but also on the commonality of experience and the high quality mentoring that we're able to offer in all of our schools. Please visit our website, thelionalliance.co.uk, for more information on each of our partner schools. As a former Director of English and then Assistant Head Teacher with responsibility for teaching and learning, and now as the Head of the Lion Alliance, I have the very great privilege of continuing to work with colleagues in nurturing and supporting them to become the very best practitioners they can be, at whatever stage of their career that may be. I've always valued continuous professional development, whether that's from reading the latest book, clicking on a fantastic edu-Twitter blog, or maybe just from those informal, animated lunchtime conversations about the best way to teach Shakespeare. It's about valuing our profession and recognising it as the exciting, continuously changing, dynamic career that it is. As head of the Alliance, I oversee all of our partner schools and as such read, along with our administrator Sean, all of your applications, checking qualifications, personal statements, and we then refer these applications to your chosen school and hopefully arrange an interview. I'm involved in the interviews for all our applications, and I love having this opportunity to meet you and to find out more about your own personal motivations for wanting to come into teaching. Once settled in your host school, I continue to meet regularly with the professional mentors, ensuring that trainees and mentors feel as supported as possible during the training year. We send out regular communications, helpful reminders around deadlines, copies of calendars, assessment performers, and recently we compiled our very own Lion Alliance ITT guide, making sure that all of those handy documents and links that you'll need throughout the year are in one place, including links to our own in-house CPD library, which of course you're more than welcome to use, as well as other avenues of support and links to our university pages. 5 times across the year, we also meet at Alliance Days. These are wonderful opportunities to bring together all of the trainees from across our schools for a day of practical, useful and high quality training. Given the number of schools in our Alliance, we're able to draw on the wealth of expertise and experience from a number of staff who host sessions. We also regularly book external speakers, just making sure that you have the best variety of training possible. Following events such as these, and at regular points throughout the year, we gather staff voice. As an Alliance, we welcome constructive feedback, and we're always looking to ensure that our offering is best suited to your needs. We're responsive, and we always do our utmost to action any requests. As you're watching this, you're clearly considering the school direct route over core, and it really does offer some fantastic opportunities. Firstly, as you have the power to pre-select your host school, I would recommend visiting our website, thelionalliance.co.uk, and finding out about our partners. We have links to each of their websites where you'll be able to get a really good feel for what kind of place they are. Although location can often be a factor when choosing a school, do also think about the school's ethos, its values, and whether they chime with your own. I'd also advise, if at all possible, that you start trying to get into a school, whether this is just to observe or maybe to volunteer, to help support a brownie or scout group. Even something like a Sunday school or a youth group will give you a first-hand experience of working with children and would really support your application. As an Alliance, we do work with other university providers, but specifically for the Warwick School Direct route, it's worth noting their requirements to complete 5 days in a primary school for secondary trainees and a secondary for primary trainees during the first term. You'll need to organise these placements yourself, so perhaps use the following few months to make some links or connections with potential primary schools. Warwick also asks for its trainees to complete 20 hours with the Special Educational Needs Department in your host school. An invaluable opportunity to gain an insight into this area and something that we would support along with your professional mentors. Warwick also asks for its trainees to have a second complementary placement for 6 weeks of the spring term. Again, this is something that we wholeheartedly support, and again, one of the many benefits of the School Direct route is that we can consider your preferred option for that second placement. So again, have a look at those partner schools on our website and we will always take your preferred option into consideration. We have well-established and historic relationships with many universities, but particularly with Warwick's Teacher Training Department, and we're one of their most respected partner alliances. We attend all of their briefings, updates and training, including their annual conference, to ensure consistency in message and a good understanding of their annual priorities. We are also always looking for ways to further this relationship, and so we're currently in discussions with Warwick around the launch of their new instructional coaching model and paperwork, and we've supported that through some provision of training materials and sharing of best practice, and also our use of the swivel lesson recording equipment. One of the areas we work most closely with Warwick on is trainee support. So we routinely liaise with Warwick subject mentors, moderation tutors, discuss any concerns, additional measures that we could put in place to support trainees in their training year. As an alliance, we truly care about our trainees. Not only do we pride ourselves on our excellent communication and information sharing, but we are always here to listen. We take routine staff voice surveys, and every Alliance Day we offer the opportunity for a one-to-one with myself. We add another layer of support alongside the excellent day-to-day mentoring that you'll receive in your host school and the services offered at Warwick, such as their counselling. And as such, we can often act as mediators to resolve any queries or concerns. We're very aware of the great demands of the course, as well as those real-life difficulties that we all face from time to time. And we at the Alliance are happy to work closely with you to find the best way forward. Not only do we offer the incredible opportunity to train at one of our 20 partner schools, but we also complement the requirements of the School Direct route with additional training. We regularly host high-profile external speakers in both primary and secondary backgrounds and always encourage our trainees to attend. We've also made available this year a swivel robot, which all trainees can use to record themselves teaching. Recording yourself teaching is, of course, a wonderful way to reflect and improve on your practice. And finally, we actively support that next stage of your career as well. Your host school and our Alliance Days will offer training around job applications, personal statements and interview tips. We then also create a recruitment brochure, which gives you the opportunity to contribute just a short video outlining who you are, what your background is, your subject specialism, and why a school should employ you. We then circulate this at regular intervals across the year with the head teachers in our Alliance and their HR departments. So of course we can't guarantee employment, but what we can do is make sure that we'll support you along the way and hopefully ask our Alliance schools to always consider our own homegrown talent first. We're also actively growing our alumni, and we'd love you to be part of that. That way we can stay in touch with all of our past trainees, continuing to share details of upcoming training or any potential job opportunities that arise in the Alliance. We're incredibly proud of our trainees, and we always end the year with a celebration event marking the achievement and success of completing your training year. We're also very proud that the vast majority of our trainees go on to secure permanent employment, often in local schools and very often within our own partnership or our Alliance schools. Given our local networks, we also stay in touch with many of our trainees, one of whom is now a second in department in her original placement school, and I know that she has high hopes to make head of department before long.
My name's Amy Barson, and I did my teacher training through the School Direct route with the Lion Alliance. I really enjoyed doing it that way, actually. I couldn't go back into a university classroom all day, every day and learn how to be a teacher like that. I'm much better at being hands-on, getting stuck into the classroom and learning from all the current teachers that are out there, and obviously have a wealth of knowledge and experience. I really enjoyed working with the Lion Alliance specifically because they tailored all of our training to primary training. It wasn't always assumed that we were secondary trainees, so we needed, obviously secondary information. It was brilliant because they made sure that it was tailored to us, our current needs, and everything that was going on in the current climate of schools. And through that, and through a successful training year, I managed to secure a job at my placement school, which is Finham Primary. So I cannot recommend it enough. Please go and follow your dream of teacher training if that is your dream, and make sure that you do it with the Lion Alliance, because I cannot fault anything they did. It was a fantastic year, and they really are there to make sure that you get everything out of your experience and you become the best teacher you can be.
Hopefully this short video has given you an indication as to how much we value high quality professional development. We aim through a nurturing and caring approach to support all of our trainees to be the best possible practitioners that they can be. For more information, please visit our website, thelionalliance.co.uk, or get in touch at admin@thelionalliance.co.uk. And hopefully before long, I'll be reading your application.